Okay, hello everybody. My name is Lance Ash, and waiting for the car to warm up so I can head out to work. Alright. Ooh, it's cool tonight. First cool night we've had, for me anyway. Got the AM station on there. Since the Subaru is designed that the radio comes on automatically when you turn the car on, I've got it set on a fuzzy AM station. Got most of my presets set on weird AM stations. You know, it's fun to there's a bug in here, I think. Hold on. Listen to oh, here we go. AM stations from all over the country. Hear weird stuff. I found a Vietnamese language station the other day. Had a 3-day weekend because they gave me the Columbus Day holiday off. And just took it easy this weekend, really. Got some painting done. Made some decisions. Oh, goodness, I got a crick in my neck, sort of. I don't feel too great at the moment. Alright, before we jump into the topics, let's see what's in my bag tonight. I still have the Francesco De Masi soundtrack. I have David Bowie's last album, Black Star. I have, what the hell is this? What is this? Oh, The Next Day by David Bowie. Hours by David Bowie. This is a German language instructional CD. The hell is, oh, this is Mastodon the Hunter. Mastodon Crack the Sky. The Rolling Stones, Some Girls. Rolling Stones Sucking in the 70s, and I believe that's it. Something over the weekend made me think of the 1978, roughly 1978 season of Saturday Night Live. They had those hand-colored photographs of the cast members that they would show. So I looked those up. I looked up Saturday Night Live 1978 cast and found some of them, but also found a picture of the Rolling Stones from when they were on the show that year, and they had done it in that style. I wonder how hip and trendy and cool that looked at the time. Anyway, it got me thinking about 1978 and trying to immerse myself in that year. I busted my finger really bad about 5 days ago at work. I was trying to repair a piece of equipment, and I have this bar that I use as a crowbar at work. I was trying to beat this container back into shape, and I caught my finger in between the crowbar and the piece of machinery, and I really did a number on it. And the next day, the whole finger was purple. It hit it right above the middle knuckle, and it felt better actually yesterday and the day before yesterday, but today it's back to feeling bad again. It's tight, and if I press on the area, it hurts really bad. I hope to goodness I didn't break it or fracture it. Maybe I did. There's nothing you can do with the sun, with the daylight getting darker. As I go to work, it's going to be harder to read the list of topics on my way in. All right, first topic. Late night is back. The whole time, my routine has been that when I get home in the morning, while I'm eating breakfast, my wife and I will watch clips from the late night shows on YouTube. And when the writer's strike happened, that went away. So we found other things to watch. Caravan of Garbage, a little bit, but mainly Internet Today. Ricky and Elliot talking about news of the week, news of the day, and so forth. And we got used to watching that. And my wife said, when late night gets back, I don't know if we're going to jump into it right away. Well, when I noticed Colbert and Kimmel were back, I was like, oh, okay, let's give it a shot. And it is enjoyable to watch, but at the same time, I've gotten a little bit, and I was already a little bit sick of the shtick of some of these shows. And the best one, I watched the John Oliver homeschooling one today, and it was pretty good. At least he's got something substantive there. But Colbert, I used to really like Colbert a lot, but now I see him as kind of silly. I don't know. Just his whole little thing of please the audience. I want the audience to like me. It's just irritating. Alright, now what the hell does this say? I wrote this in pencil. But in the meantime... Oh, okay, I just said that, yeah. Oh, yeah. I've gotten my wife into watching George Rockwell Schmidt. His show Dead Air that he does with his wife. But the problem with him is they talk about video games so much. I just don't give a shit. Okay, I'll run through topics quickly here. What's the next one? My wife made blueberry banana bread a couple days ago, and it was really good. And I've already talked about my finger that I busted. All right, this is next topic. This is an anecdote from my past. This happened, 30 years ago probably, back when I still ate meat. I was always confused whether you were supposed to eat the ring around the slice of bologna, because in some cases it's edible, in some cases it's not. Sometimes I gotta sneeze. Hold on. Anyway, sometimes there's plastic. I can sneeze. Shit. All right. Anyway, years ago, I ate a piece of bologna, and I decided to eat the ring with it. And I guess it was plastic because of what happened next. The next day, I was about to take a shower, and I took a shit beforehand. And I thought, well, no reason to wipe. You're about to get in the shower. So I took a shit. I got in the shower, washed off, washed my rectal cleft, and looked at the washcloth, and there was the rind in the washcloth. It had been hanging out the back of my butt. Amusing. Alright, what's this next thing? Oh, this is a big topic. This is the last topic I have written down, and this is a big one. I watched something yesterday or last night, and the person in the video, it's like one of these videos where they just show stock images, or they've put together some sort of video montage, and the guy just talks over it. And the guy was talking about some person, some actor or something. Oh, I know what it was. The guy was doing, it was the Your Movie Sucks YouTube channel, and he was talking about the Flash movie, and he was talking about Ezra Miller. And again, he kept referring to Ezra Miller as they. They are a bad actor. They can't do this right, or it's like, it took me a couple minutes to like, well, what the hell is he talking about? And I just want to go on the record. I am ultra progressive. You know, I consider myself liberal economically, culturally, socially. But this whole shit with the pronouns thing, it irritates me. And the thing is, my take on this is, I think long before this became a social issue, this became some sort of identity issue. I think that there was always, in the way the English language is constructed, I think there was always a bit of a confusion or a reluctance on the part of people to use the pronoun he as sort of a generic marker for anybody, because in formal English rules, you're supposed to use he for anybody if you're just talking about some generic person. And there was there's been an attempt for 30 years, 40 years to say, okay, well, we'll say he or she. And then I think people slowly adopted the idea, well, we'll just say they as the generic marker for, whomever. But then suddenly it became, and I agree, I don't like the inbuilt prejudice of the language where it's, we'll default to the masculine. And I agree that's old-fashioned and silly, but to use the plural for a singular person is stupid. We ought to come up with some totally new pronoun. Or use it. I don't care. I mean, but they, it's a plural. And I hate to think that it's some sort of prophetic acceptance of the burgeoning world mind, digital neural interconnection. We'll just go ahead and call ourselves they because we're all one unit now. And I just want to go on the record as saying it's irritating to me. I'd rather just say he or she. Or if gender is an outdated concept, just come up with some other word, or do away with pronouns altogether. Just say Ezra every single fucking time. We could just start saying Ez. Alright. Anyway, that's all my written down topics, but I got another one here. I talked about this before. I found yet another video with somebody going, it wasn't specifically about why does today's pop music suck, but it was geared more about why don't we have pop stars anymore. And it was about, in the past, you had a Michael Jackson or a Beatles or a Madonna that would dominate the musical landscape, and this one, the top rated comment on the video was this woman whining about how, yeah, there was a time when we were all united together. We all experienced these cultural moments together, and there was a brotherhood involved, or sisterhood, I suppose. But I don't like the idea that we all like the same music. We are all the same. We all like the same things. I don't know. Maybe that was fun. I never experienced that, really. I didn't experience Beatlemania. I can't think of anything that I was into when everybody else was into it at the same time. I can't. When Bad came out, the Michael Jackson album, I thought it was a great record because it had so many hit singles on it, and I liked most of that record. But I wasn't, oh shit, I gotta get over. I wasn't like, oh, Michael Jackson, I like him, and you like him, and he likes him, and we like him, and we're all together in our liking of Michael Jackson. Ah. I liked the record, but I didn't particularly care for him. I didn't have some sort of boner for Michael Jackson. Oh, speaking of which, parenthetically, I hate the fact that this whole thing with Israel and Hamas is happening right now. Number one, because the journalistic community gets a boner anytime a war happens. And all of their reporting efforts are geared around this event. And it's taking away coverage from what's really important as far as I'm concerned, which is the ongoing catastrophe in American politics. But anyway, back to I know I'm odd. I'm just always been on the the exile side of the spectrum when it comes to popular culture. Goes back to my childhood, I suppose. But the related topic of today's music is no good. Of course, because I watched the video, or watched part of it anyway, I got all these related videos about how today's music, we can scientifically prove that the chord progressions are all the same and they're all related and all this shit. Give me a break. I hate to break it to you, but we've pretty much reached the limit of available melodies, available chord progressions. Now, that being said, I'll tell you something else. This guy's dead now, but there was a trumpeter named Bill Hassel, and I had never heard of him until a couple weeks ago, but he's dead now. But he did a lot of experimental stuff. Even, I think, probably initially he started off as a jazz trumpeter. He was willing to play with all kinds of different people. He played with Brian Eno in the 70s. And anyway, I ordered this. I listened to this record on YouTube, and it was so good I ordered it from Amazon. But it's him playing with somebody called... oh shit, I can't think of the name of it. But anyway, I really liked what I heard. But it led me into... I wanted to know, well, what's the general classification of this album so I can find other stuff like it. And it was classified as falling roughly into three different categories: breakbeat, future jazz, and trip hop. So I looked up these three different categories on YouTube, and I found a bunch of stuff I really liked. And, you know, that's just an example. And the thing is, the people who are whining, they're whining because the stuff they hear on the top 40, the stuff they hear on the radio doesn't move them the way the stuff did when they were teenagers. And I'm sorry, but that's just the way that it is. And but there is good music out there being produced right this minute if you're just willing to look for it. And why does it have to be the 3-minute pop song with the person singing, you know, and the big bold chorus and all that? Why can't you listen to something instrumental or experimental or out there, something that lasts 10, 15 minutes? Why can't you listen to something with different instrumentation than the classic pop group? Oh dear me! I can't wait to get this record in the mail. I think it was something really good. Oh dear. Oh dear, dear, dear. Oh, I don't know what else to say. Coming up on the end of the show. It's nice to have Stephen Colbert and Jimmy Kimmel back. I mean, I really don't give a shit about Fallon anymore. I like him personally, but, you know, he's a little too gentle for me. A little too obvious. Look, buddy, I'll just speed up so he won't piss you off so bad. How about that? And Seth Meyers, I mean, I like him. He does go on a bit too much. My wife doesn't like him, so we don't watch him together. Colbert was really Kimmel was really big because he really hates Trump, and you would really just stick it to him. But after 5 months away, or whatever it was, 5 months, you go back to it now, and you're like, God, I gotta go 71 miles an hour to get over so I don't piss off the people behind me who want to go 80. Woman, thou art loosed. Hey, buddy. My dad's birthday was today, so Saturday we went out to eat lunch together. And he is 76. Last time we got together, I played a Tom Petty song for him, and he'd never heard of Tom Petty. And I didn't expect him to have heard of him, but still, it's kind of strange. Of course, when I'm old, my kids will say, "You've never heard of Mickey Mo Mac?" Oh, God. All right, we're just about at the end here. Anything you want to add? No, I guess not. Bye-bye.